Good evening and welcome to Bonje. It's another Friday. Bonje what? And it's 8 o'clock too. Imagine it's time for Bonje. As usual, I'm your host, Robert White, and you're live with us in the studios of GIS TV and GBN as well. And we'd also like to say a good and a big hello, hi, welcome to our folks joining us on the TCN network through the GBN link up. So we start as usual with our Bonje news, and the Vineway La Grenade Dance Company will be having a dance show at the Marisho Folk Theatre on Saturday 7th, that's tomorrow, at 8 p.m. on Sunday as well, 8 p.m. as well, Sunday the 8th, sorry, at 7 p.m. So let's take it again. Saturday, that's tomorrow, 7th, it starts at 8 p.m. And on Sunday 8th, it starts at 7 p.m. Right. Now, congratulations to Rhea Ann Warren. She won the Face of Grenada competition last Saturday at the Grenada Youth Center. And I'm told that she might be heading on to the Queen Show or something like that, but we'll wait for more news about this. Congratulations as well to our sports ambassador, Kirani James, on his win at the Prefontaine Classic in the USA. Now, James would have won in a time of 43.97 seconds. Quite a competition between himself and LaShawn Merritt. Yeah, you know, there's this friendly rivalry going on there. And Kirani get one back there. Yeah. Take a serious one back there. Now, the St. John's Social and Cultural Organization, SGSCO, will be launching its Parish Carnival Mass Band on Sunday, 8 June 2014 at 5 p.m. at the GCNA pool in Guelph. Yeah, you think the pool is placed only where nutmeg will be manufactured? Carnival day, boy, carnival lunch, right? This Sunday. And of course, this is Friday, so you know what happens in Guelph on a Friday as well. But as we always say, not yet, don't ready to go up there yet. Just wait till we have the program, sit and enjoy the hour with us, and afterwards you could head to enjoy some wonderful fish and so. Remember, the GCF webpage is up. Yes, man. And you can contact us at gcfmanager@Spiceside. And that, when you contact us, is for if you would have suggestions, names of persons who you want to see highlighted on the website, information that you want to give and so. Or you can check the webpage as well, culture.gd. That's the address, culture.gd. So give us a look up, hit us up. Some of the programs from the Bonje Show are also there online. So you get a chance to review in the comfort of your own home. That's our Bonje news. Stay right with us. When we come back, wow, the program is going to be hot, I promise.
Bonje, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonje, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonje, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Guys, welcome back to Bonje. I promise you the studio is alive and kicking. The air condition is on, but it's hot. Why is it hot? Because we have two of the hottest names in the Old Mass. Wow. Old Mass is theater. Old Mass is lyrics. Old Mass is creativity. And for years, these two names were behind Old Mass. And today, we are happy to have them on Bonje. I'm speaking of none other than Jude Coffee Bull Mitchell and Jeff Augustine. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Bonje reached at last.
Yeah. Bonje finally.
Finally.
Yeah. And Bonje Carnival launch in Guelph, boy.
Yeah. In the Nutmeg Station, not in Guelph, in the Nutmeg Station in Guelph. Can you see that?
Guys, welcome to Bonje, man.
Yes.
I was shocked this evening to know that and let's start with Jeff. The fact that he have current he shocked me.
Yeah.
That Jeff, it's amazing. You see people sometimes and you just don't know. And no matter how much they do what they do for how long, there are people who just don't know. I never knew you were involved in Old Mass, right? And you say it's donkey's ears, right? Tell us what goes through the mind of someone preparing for Old Mass.
First of all, you have to be current. You say I have current, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be current.
That's the creativity coming out of Bonje. You see what I tell you? Now we understand.
What's happening around you and beyond you. Both nationally, regionally, and internationally. Right? And you got to put the twist on it. I mean, I come to your shows and I see you a very humorous guy, Robert. right? It's all about interpretation. The most serious piece of news, international news, could be interpreted, and you could be killing yourself with laughter. So you've got to be creative, right? You got to know how to write your placards, for example. And Cafe is a man with a lot of ideas. But he passed the ideas to me, because Cafe is a storyteller. Right. You take too long to get it on the placard. He will read a book. He will write a book on the placard. So he come to me and say, Jeff, where the punchline is? And I want put it down on the placard for him. So when you see it on the street, it hits you.
Right.
But it's also about double meanings, if you want to put it. Because, English is a very interesting language.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
We speaking here now, and somebody else listening outside, we're thinking we cussing each other. But we're not really cussing. That's the English language.
And you could be seeing the same thing, and we say it in two different ways.
Exactly.
We send two different meanings altogether.
And the important thing about this whole thing too is that Cafe and I may have one idea, right? And we laugh at it and so on. And you see that same placard on the side, and you kill yourself laughing. And we're not laughing about the same thing, No. You see it in a different way, something different, right? So this is what Old Mass is about: being able to write the script, your ideas in your mind, put it down on paper. Similar to the Calypsonian. It's very similar.
The only difference is you don't have the music. The music is created now by the laughter from the folks when they look at it.
Yes,
right?
You all call it lyrics.
But tell me, so obviously the Old Mass player, Old Mass creator, or I like to say that people create the Old Mass. Life creates the Old Mass. You reproduce it, and you throw it back in their face in a way that, hey, maybe I didn't see it that way. So it means therefore that you have to be observant. Tell us why you're looking for a Cafe. And how does it hit you every now and again?
Well, you may not believe it, but I look at news, all kind of news. I read a lot, but I look at news daily, all the night. Once I get up, is news. BBC, CNN, I switch back to Grenada, I switch back, I look into sea. Because sometimes you miss something, because people just talk, especially these days, people just talk and things just flow them out. A lot of people don't think, which make it very easy for us to plan Old Mass. You understand what I say? A matter of fact, it's not thinking for us now. It was harder before.
Yeah.
Because people are careful what they say and what they do. But now that carefree thing, everybody just speak and a lot of things come out of their mouth, and we pick it up too. And besides that too, there are spots where you can go and you pass by a barber shop, a rum shop, a domino, women playing domino. And you hear men knocking domino and giving speech and things and then saying things. You could pick up so much things there. Sometimes it's just... As a matter of fact, I mean, one of the best mass we played, I took a bus a morning, many years ago. I come down and we started a discussion about independence. Because we were fed up. Every independence, you're seeing the same thing. People want to put up buntings and things there. And the same thing over and over. So, a man in the bus said, boy, independence, man, is just flags and buntings, man. You don't have to worry about nothing. When the man say that, and I jump on the ground outside there, I pay the bus for both of us. I tell him I pay for him, but he don't understand that thing. I call Jeffrey, I say, Jeffrey. And me and Jeffrey, and we built that thing that morning. Yeah. And the name of the band that year was In Times to Come. And in times to come, independence will mean more than just flags and buntings. Right. We start gathering pan, about a month or two. Tell a man open a tin of milk or any pan, any size pan. We had bags of pan, In the morning, we started put them in fire, we make a big fire, and we burn all them pan, buntings. And we put them together.
Yeah.
We made a big kind of like a house thing there. And we come down to them in time to come. We had to be flagged. All them buntings you see, red thing there. We had brand new ones, brand new ones.
Yeah.
In time to come, independence will be more than just flags and buntings. And to this day, you have people that say like one of the best masks.
I mean, so imagine now, and that is the other thing I was going to get at. Because obviously, in a more than just observation, there's also production, the production side of things. And you started producing as much as 2 months in terms of getting your props and so together, your tins, your buntings.
We plan yearly. Like sometimes you see us play in August. We already named the band for the following year already.
Where's the band for next year, boy?
I want to let that out only because next thing you ask me, the band for this year.
I tried to get
No.
Sometimes.
I say sometimes because we just keep writing all the time.
Okay.
We just keep writing. And it's actually kind of easier to bring the band busier because you have other people now that are doing some little thinking too. At one time it was pressure, it's only cafe, but you have fellas that come with ideas and we partly do, and I send it to Jeff. I say, Jeff, thing there, or Dr. Marcel, because he's part of the group too. And we laugh whole time, putting the mask together, you know, and that's what it is. We see that it's very easy now. And people may not know it. But a lot of at one time, the Lions Old Mass, when they started, we used to be behind the scenes helping people to dress and change what and black hair do things, but we never played the Lions because we always believe that Old Mass is the visual impact that matters in Old Mass. And when you go to these shows, by the next day, you see, before Carnival reach, you see that Old Mass about 15 times. So you lose the visual impact Jubilee morning because everybody sees it already. That's why we don't really take part in those shows. Because we have a big band to bring. We bring in band 30-something, 40-something strong. You understand what I'm saying?
But you don't, it's like giving it away before the real
Yes. And everybody we see it on TV already, so people lose interest.
I agree.
We try not to repeat.
You try not to repeat
too many things, right? But what is interesting, I mean, there's always a rich source for Old Mass. I mean, as he said, people say anything these days without thinking and that sort of thing. What is more important, though? Although it's supposed to be humorous, there are many years we have given, what shall I say, solutions to a lot of problems. Right?
And the social and commentary
social
as well.
commentary. We provide solutions to some things that might be affecting the country, because we see through the community, we see what's happening, and we come out and we hit them, and sometimes we see people following it and they understand where we came from. So it's not just the humorous side to it. There's a serious side to it too.
Right. You know? It's like a good friend of mine, Chris. There is. As I always say, all joke is half serious, you know. All joke is half serious.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
I mean, you gotta realize that in life, even when you smile, there could be a serious side to it.
Of course.
Right? So, how much your band? They say usually 30, 40 strong. I mean,
we had the band.
I guess who have been playing you for years.
We had the band as far as 74 already. We had band as big as 74. That's a big Old Mass band. Because to bring out a band for Juve, you must be 10 and over. And there's no other person. You see every day in Cafe Win, because there's no other person that could bring out a band 10 strong. Even if you look at in the Lions competition with the Vincent side of them, they go out on a repeat mass. So man go to change and come back up because they can't get
persons to play. How have you been able, Jude, you and yourself and Jeff, how have you, Double J, Jude and Jeff, how have you been able to get fellas to stay with you all these years? What attracts the persons to you and helps to keep them with the
We have lost a lot of people, persons over the years.
We have lost a lot.
Not just died.
The interest died.
We want to finish too because we play for a lot of years, so we've been playing too. We get all in the game, all in the business too. As a matter of fact, people see us talking all the time and this thing, but they don't. And when we speak, they don't take us serious. Because we have won this thing. We win this year. It's 31 consecutive years of winning.
Say that again.
You need to
say that again.
It's 31 consecutive years of winning.
And that's
there were 3 years that we bought out 2 bands and come first and second.
All right, so I want to give you a challenge. We're going to bring out 3 bands this year, come first, second, and third.
No, what happened to? No, I'll tell you what happened. It's very hard for the authorities to even pay 1 band in the first case, 1 position. So playing second and third is a no.
But to be honest with you, Robert, and to add to what Jude just said there, it's sort of, I feel a little bit sad too, in that my satisfaction would come from being able to pass on this thing to somebody, the younger folks. My satisfaction would come to know if somebody could come and do as well or better than us. You understand what I'm saying? I would like to see this thing go to the schools, the Old Mass, if we could pass that in, that cultural part of our carnival to the folks, right? So why is it good that we win only years? I think it shows that there's a lack, there's a need, there's a deficiency.
The absence of continuity.
And that kind of thing. I mean, I would want to know when I leave this thing that the children out there knows, how we come, how we get the ideas and that kind of stuff. Same thing goes for the Wild Indian and the Shortney and the Jab and what have you. Okay? So I think that's important.
You made a very important point. They need to start in the schools. Maybe not just the schools, but the schools are a good catchment area. Young impressionable minds and so. The schools, but I think community groups, the absence of community groups and so.
Listen to me. We have to learn.
And I know we're going to a hot area. We have 1 minute to wrap up, so tell us.
Not just in the schools. We need to start a lot of things from bottoms up. Too many times in almost everything now, we just the top. Everything
Yeah.
body goes at the top.
Yeah, and push it down.
And we push it down. You understand? So we can't live. We have a serious issue with traditional mass. I was hoping to talk more about traditional mass tonight. Than the serious issue.
We got to invite you back again.
I am talking about serious issue.
We definitely got to invite you back again because we don't have serious time.
That people, if I say those things here tonight, people will wonder if I crazy.
Yeah.
But this thing that happened was last week.
Yeah.
And week before.
Talk about another line.
We're the whole another time. But Jude, we want to thank you so much for joining us on Bonje. Jeff?
Yes.
Bonji, that was really a short time.
Yeah, I know. And it happens. But we take a break now. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Bonje, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonje, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonje, a product of the Grenadian Cultural Foundation.
Diversity. The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Welcome back. Woo! Boys, some fire with a light there, you know. We had to invite them guys back on the program. Of course, we were speaking with Jude Mitchell, and we had Jeff as well, Jeff Augustine. Bonje. Anyway, it's about the point in the program where we now do our Bonje moment. Of course, we try to find something exciting, and sometimes not always just excitement. Something to make you go, oh, Bonje. Sit back and relax and enjoy today our Bonje moment.
Bonje.
One, two, three, four, five. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita. All I
Bonje.
Well, no. I mean, they just throw me up on the screen just like that. Well, we'll continue the break, and when we get back, our next guest, ready in studio, but in preparation. Stay tuned.
Bonje, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonje, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonje, a product of the Grenadian Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come experience the rhythms of spice.
Welcome back to Bunje. And those of you who have just joined us, man, you missed quite a bit. You have to connect with us from 8 o'clock. Bunje, yeah, that's the only thing that starts at 8 on time, right? Yeah, the Bunje show. We have our second guest in studio this evening, and she's someone whose face you would have gotten accustomed to on the music scene. Yes, she's an entertainer, she's into soca, she's into reggae, and she is, you know, Grenada's Got Talent. Of course, and she epitomizes the talent that we have here in Grenada. Lord, she blushing. She blushing. Put the camera on her. Let's see her blush. Oh, good. Welcome, Valine. How you doing there?
I'm okay.
Good. It's really nice to have you on Bunje.
Yes.
Good. And as I was telling you earlier on, I saw a cover of you, but we're going to show the audience that a little later. Right now, we're chatting about how you got involved in the music and so, and you know how you're so talented. I mean, you do reggae, and then you can, in one show, you could give us reggae and any other genre as easy. You make the switch and you make it look so easy.
Yeah.
How did it start for you?
How did it start? You could say I was born with it, but
Great.
to be involved in the business, it started with, I should call him Fat Man, because everybody knows him as Fat Man from the
Nodley?
Rhythmix band, Nodley. I started doing background vocals, and from there I started developing and to reach to this stage.
I remember that tune, Valine.
Yeah.
There's a
They don't love us, no, they don't.
yes, yes.
2006.
So that's when you actually came. That's that one you were doing back vocals then.
Back then, 2005 is when I started doing like background vocals and stuff. And I actually made my first travel even before I started getting a little popular down here. I did my first travel to the UK.
You did?
With Fat Man.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And then you branch out doing things on your own.
Yeah.
Right? And people know you're not a saint, you know, you're a Bunje. They know that because you tell them.
It's like every time people see me now, it's like they expect me to be like, but
yeah.
I usually saintish.
That's a good tune. I liked it.
Thank you.
Something about that tune I just like. It's like, what do you think? That's me. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah. How difficult it is for you in the music? Because, and the question I want to ask along that same line, you know, sometimes people see you on stage and they feel what they see on stage is all there is.
Yeah.
Or so if you sing a song like that, whoa, she violent, she wassy, and so they expect you every time they see you to be that kind of person.
Yes.
How do you deal with this?
I usually just smile. I smile.
That's the greatest asset as an artist.
Yeah, just smile. People ask me now, what is this coming out with this year? And it's like, I can't really answer because as an artist, what I have for myself now is I don't want to be termed as seasonal. You know, and I remember my producer telling me that if you're an artist and if you class yourself as an artist and if you want to take your music as a business, you always have to be doing work. You always have to be working.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So now when people ask me, oh, what is this you have coming out with this year? It's like, don't worry, you know, things are there, you know.
And that's important advice, huh? The point about not just being that crafting or designing the music for a particular season.
Yeah.
Because you're right, when that season is over, and that's even just a few months for the year.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to eat every day.
Yeah.
And the good book says 3 times a day.
Three times a day.
If the music can't give you food 3 times a day, then you're not in business.
Yeah.
Simple.
Definitely.
And still have something to put aside.
Yes.
Because it's part of the problem, I believe, with our own people in the art. Even, well, we don't have much people employed in the art.
Yeah.
But some of our people generally eat everything for today. So once it's working for today, that's fine. And then,
and then
know,
tomorrow
you don't have the energy and so on. Next 20, 30 years, and you suddenly realize you get spent. You're like a spent item.
Yeah.
So how is Valine guiding herself or guarding herself against that eventuality?
Everything is step by step, you know. I'm trying my best to be grounded. This year is kind of like nerve-wracking because people have so much high expectations for me. So it's like I just taking everything as it comes, you know. And now It's like I get a little bit more strong-headed, you know, not like saying yes to everything, and I kind of like, you know, weighing it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to learn to say no to certain things. That
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember a good friend of mine told me that a lot of years ago. He says, you can't, even as an MC, say you can't MC every show.
Exactly.
Because after that time, you become like a spent item.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want the people to want you.
Exactly,
call you.
exactly.
Yes. So
Yeah.
pretty much the same advice or the same understanding, right? You mentioned pressure. And to me, the year after a very big year is probably the most difficult year.
Yeah.
Because people expect you to maintain the standard. So you
Exactly.
become your own worst, well, not your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
No, you can't be that. I can't say that. but you become your greatest competition
Is yourself now, exactly.
How do I do as good or even better what I did last year, which was really, really good.
But you see, the thing for me was, how much years now I'm in it? About, let me say 9 years I'm in it. Just working constantly, working hard at my craft, just working. Trying to get that right, the right song, trying to get the right lyrics. Because it's that song you need to get out there. You know, no matter how much songs you write, no matter how much songs you put out, just one song you need to get you to that next level. So that is the kind of mindset I have right now. You know, just writing, creating tunes, putting it out, and see where it takes me from there.
Tell us about a song of yours that you just love. And every time you sing it, it makes you feel, wow, this is me, this is what I have to do, this is what I'm gifted in doing. Do you have such a song?
I have a lot, you know.
Oh, okay.
Right. But one which really holds me is Riding Solo. Yeah, Riding Solo, and that's a reggae.
It's a reggae.
Yeah.
Is it because it was a particular time in your life, a particular
Yes, it was.
space in time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually wrote that song when I was having problems, and the same musical problems. And you know, it's like you have a kind of premonition, like of something's going to happen before it does happen. And I wrote the song actually, and everything that I wrote in the song, it did happen after.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that song always,
It's there to you.
Yeah.
There's always one like that, or maybe sometimes a few like that.
Yeah.
We're speaking here with Valine Ned. She's a musician par excellence, one of Grenada's bright stars, and I certainly believe that she is certainly going to take Grenada by storm and the rest of the region. Well, she has been actually, because she has done a lot,
Yeah.
and she is able to straddle the genres, right? So tell us about a show. You know, how is Valine able to come out there and bust a soca and then afterwards go into a nice soft with equal passion? And passion is what I really want to stress on you, because I've seen it on stage.
You saw it? Is it?
Valine.
Sometimes you have to pretend, you know.
Sometimes you have to act it.
Yeah, sometimes you have to pretend. Sometimes I'm mad as hell. And then when I go on stage, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the audience.
Yeah.
Just for the audience.
Just for the audience.
Just for the
Because remember, you're entertaining them.
Right.
They're spending the money to see you.
Yes.
So you
yes.
have to.
Give them what they want.
Yeah.
Valine, we want to thank you so much for joining us. It's short
You're
time
welcome.
flies when you're having
I know.
fun. You know what I mean? But we want to congratulate you on what you have done so far.
Thank
and
you.
wish you all the best as you
Thank you
continue
so much.
to strive for excellence.
Thank you.
We're speaking here with Valine Ned, and we want to ask you to please stay with us as we take the break. We'll be right back.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Welcome back to Bonje, and of course, our video moment. We would not have the show without having our video moment. And guess what? If you guess right, or if you did guess that Valine is going to be on the cover tonight, yes, you're right. So sit back and relax. She's doing the cover for Royal. Yeah.
Listen on. I diamond in the flesh. I got my teeth on wearing rings in the movies, and I am proud of my 12. No, in the corner town, no postcode LV, but everybody's like, oh, crazy, tipping in the bathroom, dusting talk, touching on the telephone, we don't care. We driving Cadillacs in our street, but everybody's like, oh, maybe, diamonds in the town, diamonds in the goldies, we don't care. If only know this song, only know that thing. No, we never be royal. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. I wanna see some lighters. I wanna see something lighted. I see something lighting right there. Yeah. Hey, oh, I never seen a diamond in the flesh. I got my teeth on wedding rings in the movie, and I ain't proud of my 12. No stop, no postcode LV, but everybody's like crazy, tripping in the bathroom, but same talk, rushing to a telephone, we don't care. We driving Cadillacs in our streets, but everybody's like this so maybe. Diamonds in the time, diamonds in the goldies, we don't care. We ain't gonna bring a lot of hair, and we never be royal. It's a run in our blood. That kind of love just ain't for us. We eat papers, different kind of us. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'm I live that fantasy. Yeah. My friends in the ivy practical. We're counting dollars on the train. There's anyone who knows the stuff that we're not like this. We didn't come for money, but everybody's like, oh, please, tipping in the bathroom upstairs. Oh, yeah. We try to have the next thing out here, but everybody's like, baby, diamonds in the time, yes. Wanna be a love and we never really. Oh yeah, it's a rock in a blast. That kind of love just ain't for us. We eat papers, different kind of us. Let me be our ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, baby, let me live that fantasy. Hey, oh, let me live that fantasy.
Yeah, no. Welcome back to Bonje. Ooh, that was a beautiful cover there. We just were looking at Valine Ned doing a cover of that tune, Royal. Wow. But we take a break right now, and when we come back, woo, we keep the studios hot, man. Don't go away.
Bonje, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonje, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonje, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds, minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Welcome back to Bunje. Whoa, it's really a beautiful program this evening. And we're now about to head into a call-in segment. We know there are persons out there who just waiting to call you by the telephone, and they're about to dial the numbers 435-2636. Yeah, that's 435-2636. Here's the question today. What traditional dance do you remember that you used to, grace the flow with that you don't see nowadays? That is not a wrong. No way, nada, zilch. What traditional dance? Call us. Tell us. 435-2636. Yeah, man, I want to hear from you. We know there are persons outside there who always listen, or ardent listeners and viewers. Now, while we wait on the calls, we just want to remind you that Carnival launch at Guav this Sunday, right? Yes, Carnival launch at Guav. The lines are going, boy. Whoosh. Somebody, hello. Welcome to Bunje.
Good night.
And remember, listen to your phone, not the television. You might hear a delayed kind of broadcasting here. Right. Good evening.
Yeah, no problem.
Good. So, what traditional dance that you knew that is not around? Yes, how you do, my dear?
The Caspian.
Cassian. You sound like you know plenty. Give us another one. You probably turn on the TV. Heel and toe, yes, man. Yes, man, on the heel and the toe, right? Now, turn on the TV a bit in the back because we're getting that little feedback, that delayed kind of thingy. Because we want to talk about the Cassian and the heel and toe, right? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. So, what do you think is responsible for these dances not being a part of our culture like they used to be? Hello? Yeah, well, we are trying to get a little conversation going there with our caller, but we seem to have had...
You put me on the spot there.
I'll put you on the... All right, so the Cassian and the heel and toe, these were dances that used to have. But, unfortunately, we don't seem to have those dances as a part of our culture again, right? And well, the music has changed and things have changed, but I think we should really need to hold on to some of those traditional dances. What do you think about that?
I'm hearing you really far.
Yeah. Well. All right, well, we may have to take a break. Thank you for calling us.
Yeah, I'll probably try and call back.
Yes, no props.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, so our first caller, she said she heard me very far. But we probably find truth. I wonder where she's calling from, boy. Maybe Jerusalem, Whoa, so yeah, what traditional mass? So we got heel and toe, we got Cassian, and they probably a couple again. I know one, at least one other, but I don't see them again. And you used to probably see them 40 plus dance when you're just peeping. I was too young to go, so you're peeping from the window and you're peeping inside and you see them doing all kind of dance. And, whoa, and the ladies spinning on the floor and things. So dance was dance in those days, right? So, well, we probably do not have another caller as yet, but we have a studio. We have a guest in the studio. So why not let us go to our guest in the studio, right? Or probably take a break. And when we come back, we'll introduce our guest to you.
Bonjour. It's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bon J, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Welcome back to Bonje. Well, as promised before the break, we have our third guest in studio this evening. Wow, the time is really flying and we're having fun. And that lady has the distinction of being the first lady. Well, I give it away. I wanted to see how much I could say without you knowing who. But if I say she was the first Calypso, first woman Calypso monarch in Grenada, then you know who it is. Bonje, I give it away, right? So let's go over to our guest and say hi, hello, welcome to Cynthia Auguste. Lady Cindy!
How are you, sir?
Popo, how you do?
Well, not bad, you know, I'm good.
Yeah, the Popo. She like to call it Popo. Cindy, you are, or you were Grenada's very first female Calypso monarch. You came at a time when it was still predominantly male-dominated, and it just capsized all for that year. What year was it again?
It was in the year 1983.
In 1983, right? I remember that tune. Was it Trip to Hell?
Yeah, Trip
to Hell.
One of the selections. Yes, and the Future of the Revolution.
Funny, I can't remember the other one. Future of the Revolution?
The Future of the Revolution.
Future of the Revolution.
There shall be the future of the revolution.
Yes. No,
Don't allow your little children to suffer. Don't allow your children to go astray. You remember
right. Now that you sing a bit of it there, I remember it well.
Yeah.
But the tune that had everybody going, Lady Cindy, I want you to do like me. Put one foot in front, then behind, and let go your hand.
And then you
shake. 1983, female Calypso monarch of the Spice, Lady Cindy. Still here, still going strong. And she has given us some offsprings that have done well for themselves too, but that's a whole different show. Tonight we're speaking about Lady Cindy.
Sure.
So Lady, how have the years been for you, Cindy? I mean, from that particular moment when you captured the crown in 1983 to now.
Well, actually, how many years? It's gone past...
83, that is 31 years ago?
31 years, definitely.
What? And since you get the crown when you was 5?
Sure, in early 20s, you know. And I still feel like it was like yesterday. Although it's a long time, but it seems like yesterday. And I still feel like a queen.
Oh,
I still feel as even younger.
Yes.
Definitely.
Those were exciting days.
Oh,
Those
sure.
were exciting times.
Sure.
The Calypso tent, the March Gras shows, I mean, the multiplicity of shows that happened. That's the difference from in terms of how it was then to what we see happening now.
Sure.
You hardly get that much Calypso shows. The tent is almost like a dying phenomenon. I mean, what do you think is responsible?
Well, actually, I would say it was a level of unity. We have what you call persons just, you know, it's like a total togetherness. You know, in the days gone by, comparing to now, I don't know what would have happened, but it's like everybody who had this, it's like you were so dedicated to what you wanted to
Passion.
be. Very much so.
Yeah, and love.
You had that unique feeling. And in so doing, you know, what I admire most about our old artists, you know, way back when, is like, even though you're like in the studio and you do not know like a second verse, other artists help you.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, we had that combination. You know, I remember one time, you know, like going out in the tent, and for sure, never in the tent, but for example, when we used to go and record, it's such a vast difference. It's like, if you have to go and record, especially in days of Chessy, Magnificent Six, we have to leave home since about 4 o'clock.
In the evening.
In the evening.
Yeah, yeah. And that was a whole night thing.
And mind you, with a whole band, with the whole band.
Yeah.
All the instruments. And I wonder, you know, how we used to communicate with each other. Because remember, you had quite a lot of Calypsonians.
And no cell phone in those days.
And no cell phone in those days. But sweetheart, artists would get there since about 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if we used to, I believe we used to pass the message probably by bus. Tell someone so that we're going out so and so time.
Yeah.
And love, when we have to leave, we leave at least at 3 o'clock to go down, I remember, to Dr. Dick's studio. Yeah? The entire band. And I'm talking about band where you have this huge
live music.
Speakers
Live
and the whole
music.
lot.
Yeah.
And love, we would spend the entire night and into the next day, you know. Because mind you, if we have about 15, in those days, a lot of artists, 15, 20 artists. So you remember the amount of time you would have to take. And one artist alone probably would take over an hour sometimes, maybe 2 hours. Because in those days, it's like we had to call it with juke and jamming. So we have to weigh, the timing wasn't right. So it was, you know, a vast different comparing to now. Another thing what I loved among ourselves, actually Grace Mitchell, big up, you know, Chessy wife. My sister.
Auntie Grace.
Sure.
Hey!
You know what we had loved is that we used to cook food.
Yes.
Cook, your sandwiches, food. And we were able to participate with each other. It's like, it was a sharing and giving.
You speak about love, unity, we've seen that
definitely.
again.
And you know, I just wish and hope, I mean, artists out there, I guess you are listening, or, you know, I hope you are looking at me too. I just wish we can bring back that rivalry.
The
just
friendly
that
rivalry.
Love, the friendly rivalry. I remember one time, like, going out again, artists like, you know, remember in those days, African Temple, big up to you, African Teller, when you had to rap. And you'd find me, well, as the only woman at the time, although Auntie Grace was a singer. But it's like, we have shows, and you know, it's like we wrap up everybody, you know, wrap heads, and even though your
African
clothes was
temple.
not properly done, you know, you find other artists come in and fix me. You know, I would fix others, and it's like nobody, you know, think negative. Although I was the only woman then, like they treated me like a sister, like part of them, you know. And I wish artists out there we can bring back that love. Bring back that unity. Forget this thing about money. Yes, it's true. And mind you, in those days, you know, when we used to go out and sing Robert, in and nothing, because at the end of the day, when we go out and have all them shows, 12 sometimes they tell you, well, the bandmen have to get paid first. So many times we went out and nothing, and we didn't mind. We continue because of the love. We continue for the love of it.
For the love. Times have changed, Lady Cinti.
Sure.
And while yes, there's been some advancement to a certain extent. We have better studios.
Of course.
No, we have a lot more studios, but we have a few better studios.
Yeah, quite a lot.
The musicians are better now. People read their music. So I remember those days. Sometimes the musicians played by ear.
Yeah.
Right now you have the musicians reading from the score sheets and so on. The thing is more organized to an extent.
Very much.
But
so.
strange enough, while we find that sense of organization, we also see on the level of the level of organization from the arrangement side of things, the musical side. But in terms of the tent life, that has actually died.
It has died. It has died.
And I know there's efforts this year. Ajamo is doing a tent.
Big up Jams, big up.
Yeah, and he's when I hear him speak about what he wants to do for the tent, is take it back to the days of
bring
yore.
back the memories.
When tent was tent.
Sure. And do you know, like when people, I don't know, I think we as Grenadians, we had that love for Calypso. Because remember, like when we used to go to Samaritan school, I mean, you find people there since 5.
Yeah, the school
and it's food.
Well, I remember, Cindy, remember the days when Samaritan School, Guav, the cinema in Grenville, all these were venues, and Committee School, and once you say Calypso
show, you remember, across the bridge.
Once you say Calypso show, place full, right?
Place spoil. And you know, people out there, I wish you would just give me that listening ear. I would say Calypso is not dying, it is there. I think we need to get back into that love. Let us go out and listen to the artists. Remember, with all the artists, we have to say it's no carnival. We depend on them. We look forward, oh God, I hope to know the thing is starting. You understand me? Remember, with all the artists, No carnival.
Yeah,
Let's suppose everybody decide, well, if we're going to strike, what eventually will happen? At the end of the day, everything will just vanish away. I am saying artists, yes, we continue to share the love. People out there, I would really want you to go out and support the artists, wherever it may be. And maybe I would say on the government part, maybe start giving the schools, I will actually have a lot of community centers now. So those places can be utilized, you know. But I am saying just go out there, just for the love, you know, go out and enjoy some nice calypso. And mind you, do you know you have a lot of calypso? A lot of good calypsos. But you only hear them after Carnival.
Yeah. But
why?
again,
Because maybe just the favorites one will continue playing. But I would say radio announcers and whoever, whether it's good or not, give it a little play. It takes a lot, mind you, to write. The recording, you know what it costs, especially nowadays. Plus your music, again, is to be written is a cost. So everything at the end of the day is a cost. And I believe that announcers out there, play the people music. Or give them a section where, all right, we have the very good ones, but those who are not so good, let me give them a little touch too. Because let people feel one thing. I mean, sometimes you just want to hear your name or just hear your voice on the radio.
I know that you appreciate it.
Sure, definitely, definitely.
Cynthia, we have 2 more minutes with you again. Tell me something. What are you doing for this year? What are we getting from Lady Cynthia this year?
This year, promise, definitely. The boys has promised to redo one of my tunes for me.
Wow, that sounds good.
And then there's another one that was done some couple, I don't think, did I sing it? Not yet. Why Man Choose to Fight Each Other.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to release this one. And big up to you, Exodus.
Right. So are you involved in any tent? Are you thinking of competition?
Not competition per se, but I feel there are too many persons out there who are saying, Cynthia, come on, we need to hear you.
Okay.
Mind you, there are a wide range of people who listens to the radio, whether it be the religious people, whoever. Carnival is a time, once the radio open, you will listen. And I feel people sometimes want to hear a female voice, because you realize now there are not many female artists around, yeah? And we need to bring it back.
Okay.
We need to.
So
you're definitely going to hear
you're
something
keeping the
from
female voice inside
Definitely.
Speaking with Cynthia Ogis, Lady Cynthia, and she holds the distinction of being the very first woman who was crowned as Calypso Monarch in the Spice Isle. And she was sharing her thoughts there on the whole issue of the tent life, and the issue of the expense associated with music, and a couple of other things. We are so happy to have her in studio. But we're here right now, and we're going to hold on set, but we're here right now to our iconic feature video for this evening. And we're taking us back to, I'm not sure what year, but you determine it. When you see the artist and you see how green that face is, you must know that is quite a while that music was done. When you look at the venue as well, you must know it's quite a while. But let's sit back and enjoy. One of our star performers from the Spice, Elimus Inspector Gilbert. Relax. Enjoy.
Jennifer and Mendes, the old man come home one night, he was not feeling so right. He begging sweet Jennifer to prepare him some dinner. When Jenny getting on bad, she decide she go play him hard. Mama like to bull cow they fighting, up and down they rolling. When he hold she under pressure, she start to ball for mother. Me neighbor bring some water, me neighbor bring some water. Me neighbor bring some water. My husband want to kill me with blows. Me neighbor bring some water. He scratch up me face, he pull off me clothes. Me neighbor bring some water. He's swinging it left, he's swinging it up. Me neighbor bring some water. Make up me mind and then tonight. Me neighbor bring some water. Me neighbor, oh, me neighbor, me neighbor, oh yes, me neighbor bring some water. They wanted to call police, like he got tiny head. They swear to knife she dead. All them children wake up, they begging daddy to stop, but he just cannot wait to try the new shake and bake. Mama like to bull cow they fighting, up and down they rolling. Roll she under pressure, they start to ball from mother. Me neighbor bring some water, me neighbor bring some water. Me neighbor bring some water. I'm feeling it all in me liver. Me neighbor bring some water. If you really want like cocoa pepper. Me neighbor bring some water. He's swinging it left, he's swinging little closer to check out what's the matter. I hear the woman say, leave me and go your way. Well, now the man start to walk. They gave it she second wrong. Although the woman crying, but she taking everything. Mama like to come and take all part of everything. And hold she under pressure. That to ball for mother.
Me neighbor bring some water. Me neighbor bring some water. Me neighbor bring some water.
I'm feeling it all in me neighbor.
Me neighbor bring some water.
Really hot like cocoa pepper.
Me neighbor bring some water.
Swinging it left and swinging it.
Me neighbor bring some water.
Make up me mind and dead tonight.
Me neighbor bring some water.
Neighbor, oh, me neighbor, me neighbor, oh yes.
Me neighbor bring some water.
Me neighbor, oh, me neighbor, me neighbor, oh, me neighbor bring some water. Me neighbor, oh, me neighbor, me neighbor, oh yeah, me neighbor. Thank you everybody. You want some more? You want some more? You want some more? Let me hear you. Inspector.
Bring some water.
Inspector.
Bring some water.
Inspector.
Bring some water.
Welcome back to Bonje. Isn't it a blast from the past? I remember those days with Inspector that tune in Me Neighbor Bring Some Water.
Well, I remember that. You know, I remember when he came and did the performance for me, presentation.
Yes.
Hey, man, I tell you, Specky Health as gas, you know.
That was an award-winning selection, eh?
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
that
It
was
would
an
have been
award-winning
sometime in the
selection.
80s, I don't know, 87, 80. Well, sometime in the 80s,
Somewhere around there.
definitely.
Somewhere
We realize how the face like a green mango, eh?
Oh yes, oh
Yeah,
yes,
you
oh
go,
yes.
you go, definitely.
And when you see those performances, you remember again
You
what the
definitely-
10th, like
yeah,
the 10th used to
sure.
be. 10th was popular in those days.
Yeah, especially I remember even in the RC schoolyard, you know, when we had that massive show, free show.
Yes.
And you had the entire, you know, parish coming out and support, you know.
That's what they support. But Cindy,
Yeah.
earlier on you spoke about the boys.
Yeah.
You know, and for someone who knows Cindy, will know who the boys are. But someone who don't know, let's say somebody looking at and we don't have much time, but somebody's looking at the show in New York. Who the boys?
We're talking about royalties now. So you see, I've got the first woman Calypso Monarch here, and of course we have got the duo,
Yeah.
Lonely Spark and Electrified.
Yeah, yes.
They definitely are my two sons.
These are Cindy's
Mind you,
sons.
now don't forget, I've got another son, eh?
Yes.
You never know. Don't be surprised if you hear anything from him. Nixon, don't forget now.
Nixon had it in him too?
He had it in him,
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
on the shy side, but he like it. He
Yeah.
like it.
Cindy, it has been a pleasure actually having you on the studio this evening.
You know, but before I leave, you know, one thing I just wish that I would want to see that woman competition come back.
Ah, yes.
Definitely. You know, just bring back that love. Bring back all the women together. Because what I'm realizing is dying, eh? If we don't already grasp it, by the end of the day, we're going to lose all the women. Because you realize the new ones who are coming on just now and then finish, it's over 1 year.
Right.
Please bring them back.
So Cindy is making a plea for the women competition to come right back. Women Calypso Monarch competition, right? And let's hope that her plea doesn't fall on deaf ear. It has been such a wonderful evening. It's been a wonderful program. Bonjour, the time reached already, boy. I can't imagine it's almost 9. But here's what. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. Do enjoy the rest of the weekend. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. And remember, we see you again next week. I'm your host, Robert White, and I'm out of here. Peace.